Hey, are we here? Hey, this is Mr. Daniels here, and I am here to tell you all about plot development. Hey, I got to give props right now to Mr. Billings. He's the one who helped me do this whole thing, and I'm so excited that Mr. Billings, you are somewhere. Actually, you're right over there. Hi, Mr. Billings.
Woo!
Yeah. He is the one who helped me do this, so this is a grand experiment that I'm hoping to start. Let's get rolling here. You guys learning about plot tomorrow. And what is plot development? Well, I'll tell you what. Your plot is like a roller coaster, baby. Go take a ride. Oh, that's my song there. You know what, plot? I see it very much like a roller coaster. And I do apologize for having to break out into song there. However, I think you guys will realize that plot is like a roller coaster. How many people remember the first roller coaster you've ever been on? Do you remember screaming your head off when you went to the triple loop-de-loop? Hey, that's just like plot. Let me explain the analogy here. So, if you go on a roller coaster, the roller coaster always starts off nice and slow. And when you start off in a book, it's always kind of nice and slow in the beginning. You're not too far into it. That's called the exposition. Now, the exposition is not that, you're introducing the characters, the setting. They're just kind of slowly being introduced. You're like, all right, come on, get me to the good stuff. Well, hey, guess what? You're getting to the good stuff now. You know that part where you go up the roller coaster, up the huge hill, you're cranking up all the way to the top, and you're like, oh, the butterflies are starting to go inside you. That right there is the rising action, baby. Rising action is basically when you start feeling conflict. You're getting nervous in that roller coaster. Hey, in a book, it's the same thing. That's when you're past the beginning. You're getting into the good stuff. It's a page turner. You're getting going there. You can't figure out what's going to happen. You're predicting events. Conflict is happening. And you feel the book building up to this exciting point known as, anybody? Bueller. The climax? Anybody ever heard that? Yes, that's the biggest, most exciting part of your roller coaster. My favorite roller coaster when I was a kid was the Orient Express at Worlds of Fun. Dude, that thing had like a triple loop-de-loop. You would flip around 3 times. Your stomach didn't know which way was up or down. You lived for that moment to go on that part of the roller coaster. Well, you know what? In a book, you are building up to that moment. Hunger Games. Let's just use that. I know most of you have read it. When they are in the arena and it's just Cato and Katniss and Peeta and they're going at it, right there at that last moment. And then, when they're at the moment when they're getting ready to eat the poisonous berries and they're ready to end their, lives, together, that right there is the climax. You're like, your heart is just bursting out of you. You don't know what's going to happen. And I'm hoping that most of you have either seen the movie or read the book because that is a great example of a climax. Well, you know what happens after that is something actually, because once you get past that great part, you can't get any better than that. You start falling off into something called the falling action. Speaks for itself there. Falling action is basically, this story's wrapping up. You're hearing some things. And the roller coaster, you're still moving on that roller coaster, maybe going over a few dips and turns, but totally is not even close to what the climax was. And finally, you come to the resolution. At the end of the roller coaster where it goes, psh, and you stop. The resolution in the book obviously solves the problem in some way. There's got to be a big problem that you are going through. So going back to Hunger Games, if you're using that as your example, you know what? They live to see another day. Their problem is solved because they were supposed to be fighting to the death. And that obviously was the biggest problem there. Obviously, Katniss has got to decide between Peeta and, who's the other guy's name? Somebody help me. Anybody? Don't even know. Liam Hemsworth in the movie.
Gale.
Gale, thank you, Gale. Gale, the forgotten character at home. She's got that conflict to resolve later. But anyways here, so let's put this into effect here. I have a guest speaker that I have brought to you today, and I'm going to go find him real quick and bring him back here. So hold on one second. I think you're going to like this, all right? Hello. I'm Forrest Gump. No, this is not Mr. Daniels. It is me. And I would like to tell you a story about my life and apply it to a plot chart as well. Because when I got my magic legs, they helped me escape some big bad bullies when I was a little boy. Well, let me tell you, when I had my magic legs, those bullies, they were right there in front of me. That was the exposition, but we got quickly into the rising action because those bullies were throwing rocks at me, and I had to run away from them. Well, when I was running and running and running, the moment that I broke free, my magic legs, they broke off of me. And then I ran away, and I ran all the way. They couldn't even catch me. That was the climax right there. I was free, and I escaped them. And then all of a sudden, when I got home, that was the fallen action. And Jenny helped me because Jenny did not like those bullies. She was part of the fallen action too. And you know what Mama always said? Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. But you know what I got? I got away from those bullies, and that was the resolution. So I would like to thank you for listening to my story, and I hope that better helped you understand what plot is. All right. Thank you, Mr. Forrest Gump. I appreciate that lesson there. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I hope you guys have watched this. I do have one last thing to say. I have a reward for you. You took hard time of your day to watch this video that is approximately 6 minutes and 49 seconds and counting right now. If you come to me tomorrow and you say this secret code word, the first person from each hour shall receive a prize. I shall not tell you what the prize is, but the secret code word for tomorrow is Cherry Otter Pop. Write that down. Cherry Otter Pop. Tell it to me tomorrow, and you'll get a prize. I can't wait to see who it is. I don't know if it's going to be Angel in first hour. I hope you watch this, Angel. Who in third hour? Oh, maybe Paige Schoenhals. I don't know. You know, the first person to get in the class is going to win it. Fifth hour. Ooh, prediction. I don't know. Could be anybody. You know. But I hope that you come by and you tell me that because I'm anxious to give you your prize. All right, I'm out of here. Guys, have a great night. Peace.